The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Wadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to the 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawa Apadah, the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with another lesson. Shabbat Shalom, by the way. And unfortunately, I'm at the plantation because, we're here in Babylon and we have to work on the Sabbath sometimes. But nonetheless, I want to use this time to edify the elect and glorify Yahweh Bashmi Awashai as we've been commanded to do. All right. And in this particular lesson, I want to talk about the time of trouble that we're coming into, and the very fact that it's going to be Yahweh Bashmi Awashai that delivers us out of different situations that we find ourselves in. All right. That we could possibly find ourselves in. You know what I mean? As you know, things are becoming more and more violent in the earth as we see this society crumbling. Okay. Expect to see more violence, man. People losing their mind, crashing out. People coming up against the true believers of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai with physical force. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We gotta think about these things, man. But understand that it's not gonna be by our own strength that we're gonna be delivered. And the reason why I bring this out is because I had a dream. I woke up from, last night or this morning. And it was a dream in which I was approached by 3 Edomites. All right, just on the street. I was just walking, and then these 3 Edomites, I'm not exactly sure how it started, but I think I was walking by and they were, talking shit and they were messing with me. Now, okay, people talk all the time, man. That's not something that really, bothers me too much. It might piss you off a little bit, but whatever. All right, but it got to the point where they were trying to actually physically harm me. All right, in the dream. And there was 3 of them. Okay, and it was just me by myself. And in the dream, oh, hold on a second. As I'm walking, I'm passing the house. It says 144 on the address, man. 1404. So I called like Bashmi Awashai, man. Signs everywhere. But the thing is, in the dream, they, started trying to attack me, man. And in the dream, you know what I'm saying, I was handling these 3 dudes at one time. It was like a spirit came on me, and I was given like super strength, man, like super ultra instinct, you know what I'm saying? And that reminds me of the scriptures where the Lord says in, I believe it's Psalms 100 or Psalms 144, all right? It talks about how the Lord is going to give his men the power to defend themselves, man. There's many scriptures that talk about this, but Psalms 144 comes to mind, all right? You know what I'm saying? Even brothers that don't have any kind of formal, martial arts training, when the time comes, the Lord gonna step in on our behalf and make us victorious, man, in certain situations where we're being attacked. All right, you see. But in that dream, man, it got crazy. Like, I took one of the Edomites' heads and I smashed it into the sidewalk. He was out of there, man, and that spooked the shit out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? The other 2, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a done deal. It was just like a one and done, man. I had some kind of super strength where I just grabbed his head and smashed it into the sidewalk, man, and he was out of there. But let's get that Psalms 144 real quick. So here we have it, Psalms 144, verse 1. This is a Psalm of David. All right, the Lord speaking through King David right here. And it says, "Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight." You see that? The Lord is going to give his men the ability to, fend off enemies when they attack us, man. All right. Part of that is being that spiritual power, man, that standard being raised. And that's talked about in Isaiah 59 and verse 19. You're going to grab that as well. But yeah, man, King David said this, man. He was giving credit to the Lord, man. He wasn't talking about his own, physical prowess. And, he was like, the Lord teaches my hands to war. You know what I'm saying? So understand that. The movie that comes to mind is The Matrix, man. Where Neo got that download on how to do kung fu. We bring this out from time to time. This is a very spiritual movie, by the way, man. The Matrix, very spiritual movie. It was based off the Bible, but the thing is that in the movie, he was instantly able to understand martial arts just in a second. All right, he became an expert. The Lord can do that with us, man. Give you that ultra instinct from the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Tap into your spirit to have you, get down on these goddamn devils when they come after us, man. Or the 2/3 or whatever heathen that might come after us. You know what I'm saying? It's the trust that we have, not in ourselves, but who? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. So yeah, that's the point on that one. Psalms 144:1 talks about that. But let's get that Isaiah 59 real quick. Here we have it right here. The book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of who? Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against him. So there's the play right there. When these devils run down on us, when they come in like a flood, which they plan on doing, all right, they're trying to encamp around, the Israelites, especially those who are preaching his word. They got different task forces, monitoring brothers and shit like that. I know I'm being watched. They're waiting for that moment to run down on us, man. All right, and they're gonna do it because it's prophecy. And when they do it, what's gonna happen? The Lord gonna raise up that defense, man, that standard. And it goes into what? Spiritual power. All right, they're gonna be confronted with something from out of this world, man. We're gonna receive power from the heavens, man, from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They're gonna know that they didn't fucked up at that point, man. They're gonna know it was Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that was defending us, giving that power. All right. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of scriptures that go into that in the Bible, man. Samson, I bring that out, a lot because Samson had super strength, man. That was spiritual power. All right, slaying all those men, the jawbone of an ass, man. With one tool, he was putting them down, man. That was spiritual power from the heavens, man. All right, you can't do that as a regular man. You get tired and, you come on, man. That was spiritual power. That was divine intervention. The Lord tapped into Samson and gave him that strength. He's going to do the same thing to us, man. This is why they're afraid, man. A lot of these devils, they're afraid, man. That's why they got to come with excessive force. All right. And we're not even an aggressor. We're just preaching the word, man. But they going to run down on us with all kind of armored vehicles and shit, special forces and, whatever they got, man. Because they know, man, deep down, the elites know that we're the chosen people of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and they're gonna be met with some kind of force, man, from out of this world. All right, and we're expecting it, man, because it's written right here. That standard goes into that power, man, to disappear, to manipulate the elements. All right, so on and so forth, man. It's gonna get real spooky when they run down on the Lord's men. It's gonna get spooky for them. All right, they're gonna be terrified. Here's one real quick. This is I believe a Psalm of David, and this is Psalms 44 verse 6. Let me check it out real quick. Let me see if this is a Psalm of David. Nope, actually, see, that's why you got to check. It says to the chief musician for the sons of Korah and Mashil. All right, now let's jump down to the point. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 4. Man, I'm gonna start at verse 1. We're gonna start at verse 1 because it's too heavy. Hold on a second. So let's read it. It says, we have heard with our ears, O power, our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days in the times of old. So we read these accounts of old where Yahweh Bashim Yahushai stepped in on our behalf. That's why we have these scriptures, man. It tells you in Romans 15:4 that things were written aforetime for our learning. We read these scriptures and realize that we're not regular people, man. That Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the creator of all energy and existence, deals with us. All right? When we're in accord with his will, man. All right? So, yeah, man. We're supposed to read the accounts of Samson and King David and his mighty men conquering the enemies, the Maccabees, so on and so forth, man. How thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand and plantest them. how thou didst afflict the people and cast them out. All right, the Lord was always, defending us from our enemies, man. That's one of the characteristics of us as a people. When we're in alignment with our power, he defends us against all of our enemies, man. Point blank, period. The same thing applies to this day. All right. For they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them, all right, their own strength. Okay. But thy right hand and thine arm in the light of thy countenance, because thou hast a favor unto them. It was the Lord's favor that was with us, man. That's how we conquer our enemies, man, that are mightier than us. All right, because Esau is mightier than us in a carnal sense, man. They have the greatest military, in the world. So we're going to have who? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua on our side, as we always did in times past. The Egyptians were overthrown by who? The power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And it mentions by thy right hand. Who is that? That's Yahweh Shai, man. Come on, man. Yahweh Shai is our defense. Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai, is our defense. That's the game plan. We're going to call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He going to defend us, man. That's how it's always been. Okay? And now we're coming back into that understanding. All right, so let's continue on. Jump down right here. See, there's that word favor again, man. I recently did a lesson talking about that favor. That's what we desire, man. That favor from the Almighty, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Thou art my king, O power. Command deliverances for Jacob. And that represents the Israelites, man. And, the elect in this case, man. The chosen in these days. All right. Through thee, look, here's the point right here, man. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. Point blank, period, man. Right there. Right there. Okay? Through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we're going to overcome our enemies, man. And that's what happened in that dream. I had 3 Edomites, all right? 3 Edomite men trying to, attack me, man, at the same time. And it got crazy, And it was through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that I did that, man, in that dream. It's going to be, similar situations happening like that in the time we're coming into, all right? All right, because it's going to get like that, man. All right? Though we're not carnal, understand that, hey, these devils going to get carnal with us. And that's when that defense is going to come. Verse 6, it says, for I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. You see that there? So we're not going to trust in carnal weaponry. All right, this is not a carnal thing. It was spiritual. All right? That defense is spiritual, man. I don't care how many hours you done put in, doing martial arts, or how many belts you done earned and whatnot. In the time we're coming into, you're gonna need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You're gonna need power from another realm. Understand that, and we're gonna receive that, man. All right, you gotta believe in that. This is the way of our ancient forefathers, and we're coming back into that. This is why we tell you Israelites to repent, come out of the ways of the world, man. Come out of that fake ass Christian church, come out of that weak ass Catholic church, or whatever other denomination that you're in. If it's not Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, hey, you're gonna be through out here, man. Okay? Point blank, period. The power comes with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Verse 7. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us. Who's the ones that hate us, man? The Edomites. Esau, Edom. They're finna get put to fucking shame when they run down on the elect men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? Oh, and these heathen. All right? And even the 2/3, because they're in the heathen mind state. All right? The wicked of our people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, they come up against the prophets, man. They come up against this word. Hey, your ass is cooked. All right? Understand that, man. The Lord said He gonna give us power to tread on serpents and scorpions. I'm gonna get that too. But let's get one more from here. All right, Salaki, I had a phone call come in, so I had to take that call. It was pretty important. But this is more important right here. So let's get back to it. All right. So Psalms 44, in verse 7, it says, "But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us. In the Most High, our Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever. Selah." And there it is, man. We boasting in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, not our own strength, man. Because a lot of these Israelites that are out here, they're carnal, man. They think doing a bunch of fucking push-ups and hitting the weights and, doing martial arts is gonna save them. Though that, nothing wrong with doing those things, man. All right, learning different, fighting styles, man. But this fight, understand that it's spiritual, man. At the end of the day, okay? There's a lot of guys out here that know how to do all that shit and are not gonna make it because the Lord is not with them. You understand? The Lord got to be with you to make it out of this, man. All right? The shepherd has to protect his sheep from the wolves, man. Esau being that wolf. And they finna run down. All right? But we gonna boast in Yahweh by Shem Shai all the day long, man. And not our own carnal strength. Because, hey, man, watch what happens. Watch what the Lord does with his elect men in these last days. Spiritual power is biblical. And it's coming. All right, I got to bring this one out, man. All right, check this out. So here we have it right here. The book of Isaiah, chapter 41, and verse 14. And you know what? Hold on. Before I read this, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it. I'm going to tell you something real quick. But let me read this. It says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." So it's all about the Israelites, man. The Lord is finna help his people, the Israelites, in these times we're coming into, because it's finna get like that out here, man. All right, it's finna get crazy at some point, man. All right, and the Lord gonna help us. You see, and he calls us a worm because a worm is a defenseless creature, man. A worm needs protection. A worm can't fight off predators. That's how we are, man. We don't got no standing military and the ability to fight against the whole world by our own carnal strength. It's going to be Yahweh Shem Yahushai that comes and steps in, man. He calls us a worm because we depend completely on Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. You got to understand this. Those who don't understand this concept, they're going to try to run out there and do their own thing and get ran the fuck over, man. Okay? Understand that. We are going to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai first and foremost. All right? But I want to make a point real quick. The elder Kazak out there in GMS, Mississippi, man, it's through the spirit, man. He just did a lesson talking about, this very topic, man. So this shows you how the spirit works, man. The spirit of the Lord is dealing with the men of Great Millstone. Because I didn't call this brother up and tell him about the dream I had. I didn't, tell him I was going to do a lesson on this, man. But it was through the spirit that he was talking about this topic, man. All right? So yeah, man, just want to bring that out, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up his video real quick. I caught a piece of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I caught a piece of what he was saying. He was talking about this very topic. All right, here's the brother's page right here, and here's the video. Okay, go ahead, subscribe to his page. It is Yahweh Shai is coming back soon. That's his page, or one of his pages, and he titled the video, "A Standard Will Be Lifted During Hour of Temptation." There you go, man. Going into that spiritual power. We read that in Isaiah 59 verse 19. So yeah, man, check this video out when you get a chance. All right, it's through the spirit that we're talking about this, man. Okay, because we don't do these lessons of our own will, man. It's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai speaking through us to do these lessons to comfort Israel, man, to comfort the elect, should I say. So let's jump back to that Isaiah 41. Just want to show you that, real quick, man, how the spirit works, man. Verse 15, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff." What is that talking about, man? That's talking about power being given unto his men to make them a weapon, man. A literal weapon. All right, the Lord is finna weaponize his men when Esau runs down. You see? When he crosses that line, that's when the Lord gonna step in. All right. Not a lot of camps are talking about this, man. But here at Great Millstone, we go into that spiritual power because it's in the scriptures, man. It's prophetic. And we're a camp that's all about prophecy, man. It tells you in the scriptures, man, that the spirit of prophecy, Salaki, it tells you that the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, we're telling you what's going to happen before it happens, whether you like it or not, man. This is good news for us, man, because we're going to need this power. We're going to need that defense. We're going to need Yahweh Bashmi Shai to turn us into those new sharp threshing instruments. Okay, we don't know what it's going to look like exactly, but it's going to be out of this world, man. All right? Having teeth, meaning power, man. Power to do what? To defend, to eliminate enemy threats, man. That's what's coming. And in that dream I had when I was, fighting those 3 Edomites at the same time, all right? That wasn't no regular, situation, man. That was the Lord helping me, man. Gave me super strength, super quickness, okay? Cat-like reflexes, man. That comes from the Lord, all right? He gonna turn us into those sharp threshing instruments. All right, so check this out in the NLT, man, the New Living Translation, that same verse. Isaiah 41 verse 15 in the NLT, it says, "You will be a new threshing instrument with many sharp teeth. You will tear your enemies apart, making chaff of mountains." Goodness, man, that's tremendous power, man. Because when Yahweh Shai Shai does things, he does it big, man. So this power that's going to be given to his men is not going to be no light thing. It's not going to be subtle. It's going to be made known that there's a God dealing with these men. All right? The God of Israel, Yahweh Shai Shai. That's heavy, man. You will tear your enemies apart. That's exactly what's going to happen. And we don't need no carnal weaponry. All right? Esau's blessing is what? The sword. All these people got guns and all this shit, man. We're not going to need all that, man. You see? You got Jake out there in the world stockpiling weapons. That ain't going to do nothing, man. That's his blessing. You're not going to beat Esau with his own blessing. You're going to need that spiritual power, man. And you're going to have to be in alignment with Yahweh Shai Shai to receive it, man. Ultimately, you have to be the elect, and Lord willing, hey, us sincere men are of that number, man. All right, so I'm going to jump to the next verse here in Isaiah 41. Let's read verse 16 real quick. Check it out. It says, "Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Shai, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel." You see that? All praise is going to be given to Yahweh Bashmi Shai. All right? That's how, that's why he's going to give us that power to glorify himself, man. We're his vessels of glorification. And when they see us getting down on another level, on these damn devils, it's going to glorify Yahweh Bashmi Shai. We're going to glorify him for giving us that power to save us, man. And I want to make another point where it says the whirlwind shall scatter them. That term whirlwind is another name for what? The chariots, man, of the angels. They're going to be getting down as well, man. We got a host encamped around about us, man. The host of heaven. The scriptures tell you that there'll be more with us than that be with them. We're not out here alone, man. You got the armies of Yahweh Bashmi Shai all around us, man. Those so-called UFOs that people have been talking about, man, those anomalies in the heavens, those are the angels, man. And not only are they in the heavens, they're down here on the earth all around us, man. Though you can't see them with your carnal eyes, they're here. And we believe through the Spirit, man, that they're going to manifest themselves at different times during Jacob's trouble. That's happening in the scriptures, man. All right, where a heathen general, all right, was, beat the fuck down by angels that manifested in the physical in the form of men. Beat him within an inch of his life, man. We're going to be seeing things like that happen. Come on, man. Get excited. Get excited, man. We're in that time. Esau and these devils, militaries, they're about to be crushed. The heathen, 2/3. Come on, man. It tells you in the scriptures, man, if the Lord be with us, who can be against us? Now, I mentioned that scripture earlier. I'm going to bring it out real quick. This is the Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. Luke 10 verse 19. Behold, it means look here. I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. There you go, man. And I want to bring this out too. A while back, I had a dream a few years ago, when I was, first coming to the truth. I had a dream in which these damn Edomites were shooting at me, in the street, and I was running down the sidewalk while they were like busting their guns at me. And after a while, I was running and I realized none of the bullets hurt me, like nothing was hitting me. So I remember that in the dream, man. So that's a part of that protection, that spiritual power. Things like that are going to be happening to where the weapons of these damn enemies are not going to be harming us, man. Okay? You see? Get your mind ready. Things that science can't explain are going to be taking place. I got a couple of more. I'm going to wrap this thing up. I got to head out, but I want to bring this out. Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 17. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. What is that talking about, man? It's talking about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Coming back with that fury, because he's jealous over the nation of Israel, man. When people afflict us, that pisses the Lord off, man. All right. And he's getting ready to exact that vengeance out on our enemies who have harmed his chosen people, man, the Israelites. Starting with Esau, Edom. Okay. But guess what? He said he's going to make the creature his weapon. That's talking about us. We're the creature. All right. Israel, man. Because when you go into that word creature, it really means creation. He created us as his chosen people, man. He's going to make us his weapon to go against his enemies, man. So that's going into that standard being lifted, that spiritual power being given from the heavens. Another scripture right here to prove that. So though ultimately it's Yahweh Shai that's coming back for his vengeance, you know what I'm saying? He's going to allow certain men to get down as well, man. All right. So Lord willing, hey, we're of that number, man. So real quick before I close out, I want to bring out this account right here in the book of First Maccabees, the 3rd chapter. This is when the men of the Lord, all right, Judas Maccabees was being attacked by a heathen army. Okay. And check it out. It says, unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few, and with the power of heaven it is all one, to deliver with a great multitude or a small company. So pretty much they were outnumbered by the heathen. And, his men were asking, man, how we going to, overcome this? And this is the answer that Judas gave unto him, man. He said, it's not a hard thing for the Lord to destroy a great multitude with a small number. The Lord has always done this. He's always used small numbers, all right, to defeat a huge enemy, to show his power and his might. That is him that's in control. He determines who wins in battle, right? Gideon and the 300 comes to mind in the book of Judges. How with a small amount of men, Gideon, all right, through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, overcame the enemies. The same thing applies to us in these last days. Okay. Next verse, it says what? For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven. You could drop the mic right there, man. You could drop the mic right there. The Lord controls the victory of the battle, man. Strength coming from heaven. This is why it's so important for you Israelites to reconnect with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in these last days and stop bullshitting around, because the enemies are coming, man. They're getting ready to run down. And we need that strength from heaven. And it only comes through Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. So just want to do a quick lesson on that, share that dream with you, where I, smash those 3 Edomites, but just me, man, through the power of the Lord, through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He gave me the strength in that battle to defeat, those 3 Edomites in that dream. All right. It's going to be happening for the men of the Lord these last days on an even larger scale, man. Shit, he might give us power to, take down whole, task forces, man. All right. Elijah did it. He called down that fire from heaven. All right. Multiple times. Twice. Destroying 100 enemies altogether. So anyway, man, That's a whole nother lesson. But with that being said, hey, Lord willing, the elect were edified and exhorted, and may your faith be strengthened. Understand that we got this victory through Yahweh Bashmi Shai, not by our own carnal means. It's all through Yahweh Bashmi Shai that we're going to push down our enemies, man. That's what's prophesied. That's what's going to happen. Believe it and know it. So I'm ending right there. I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And Kwame Asherala in the Bible, Bar Shalom to the elect.